Welcome to the seventh in a series of 9 debates before the 2012 presidential election. We're broadcasting live from Los Angeles, the City of Angels. Unlike the previous debates, today's debate will take the format of a late-night talk show. Discussion will be casual, and will give the candidates an opportunity to answer questions in a relaxed setting.
I've already had 3 glasses of wine.
Please join me in welcoming President Barack Obama, Governor Mitt Romney, and Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann, candidates hoping to become the next President of the United States.
Did you get this couch from IKEA?
No. Please put your hands together for Lars on the drums. So, President Obama, I saw your latest campaign ad last night. Have you guys all seen this? The one where he says he's the inventor of peanut butter. What's the story behind that?
Ha ha ha. Well, that ad is a joke, of course. We thought it would be nice to inject a little humor into the campaign.
Can you really afford to spend money on joke ads?
We're doing quite well.
Just not as well as Mitt Romney.
Actually, this past month we managed to outraise Mitt's campaign by $25 million.
Ooh, guess you won't be making any bets this month then, Mitt.
Excuse me?
You know, because you like making big bets.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Well, I thought it was. Apparently I was mistaken. Moving along. Michelle Bachmann, I notice you haven't been on the campaign trail much lately. Are you keeping busy?
Well, yes. Marcus got this sudden inspiration to redecorate the kitchen. Marcus is my husband, by the way. So we've been up to our elbows in paint and tile samples this week.
Marcus likes decorating, huh?
Oh, he loves it. He's always talking about redressing the furniture or the drapes, you name it. I'm so lucky to have a husband who actually takes an interest in these things.
Yes. Lucky.
I'll be back on the campaign very soon though. We should be finished by this weekend, unless Marcus goes on one of his antique hunts. I can't drag him away once he finds antiques.
It sounds like Marcus is the domestic type.
Oh yes, he loves being at home, doing the laundry or the dusting, or cooking dinner. He understands that I have a career and he likes to support me in every way he can. He's not just my husband, he's also my best friend.
Like a gal pal.
Excuse me?
Nothing. So were there any hard feelings between you and President Obama after that comment you made at the end of the last debate?
We're cool.
I just got a little overenthusiastic. I apologized to him straight after the debate.
That was an interesting debate. You really want to increase defense spending by a factor of 10.
We have to. Iran isn't going to bomb itself.
Iran's a real problem, huh?
It really is.
What are some of the things they're doing that require us to act now?
Iran has been trying to acquire nuclear weapons for years, and the latest intelligence shows that they are very close to acquiring the means to build a bomb and deploy it. In the past they've stated their contempt for Israel and their desire to see Israel wiped off the face of the map, so we have every reason to believe they intend to attack Israel.
Which we cannot allow to happen.
Because of the Mormons.
That's part of it.
So what's the story behind that anyway?
In my church we're taught that one of the lost tribes of Israel traveled to America in submarines, and Jesus gave them his New Testament sometime after their arrival here. They were all killed, but one of the last survivors recorded the testament on golden plates which he buried. These plates were later found by Joseph Smith and compiled into a book. The Book of Mormon. When a person becomes a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, they become members of that lost tribe of Israel. We become Israelites. It's our duty as Mormons to spread this New Testament of Jesus Christ to the Israelites who have not yet received it, in fact to share it with all of mankind.
What's the deal with these baptisms for the dead?
When we are unable to give someone the testament before they die, we baptize them by name in our church so they can receive the testament and we can be reunited in heaven.
LOL.
Well, that's certainly interesting. We'll be back after the break talking some more with the presidential candidates. Lots more stuff coming up, keep watching. Mr. President, the new job numbers are out. 200,000 jobs created last month. That's impressive. You must be feeling pretty good about that.
It's good progress to see, but there's still a long way to go before things are back to normal.
Are you feeling any stress over these numbers, Governor?
No, not at all. The president and his team can tweak the numbers until they get a figure that sounds impressive. The real unemployment rate is above 25%.
It says here it's 7.8%.
It's fuzzy math. Millions of people have simply given up looking for work. There's not going to be a job market until we can lower taxes on the small businesses which create jobs.
I had another glass of wine.
I've always been a friend to small businesses. During my first term I lowered taxes on small businesses more than 8 times. Governor Romney wants to lower taxes on the rich.
That's simply not true. I hate the rich. I'm all about the middle class and cutting taxes for middle-class families.
What do you mean you hate the rich?
I never said hate, I just said, look. People like myself are doing pretty well. We don't need any more help from the government. It's the middle class who are struggling right now. My plan is to reduce taxes for the middle class and small businesses, eliminate the corporate tax rate, and close loopholes that businesses use to avoid paying their fair share.
You won't reduce taxes on the rich at all.
It's the middle class I care about. I want to reduce the burden on middle-class families, and get them back to work by allowing small businesses to flourish and resume hiring.
Michelle Bachmann, what's your position on taxes?
I love Texas. The people there are some of the friendliest I've met.
No, not Texas. Taxes.
Texas.
What do you plan to do if you're elected? Would you lower taxes?
Oh, absolutely. I'd like to reduce taxes to about 10% across the board. That seems like a fair figure which lets everyone to contribute to the system fairly.
Hold up, just a minute. For the past 6 months Mitt Romney has been saying he wants to cut taxes by 20% for everyone.
No, I haven't.
Then why has that been your campaign message for 6 months?
It hasn't. You must be lying.
Hold on a moment. Let's not make this debate too personal.
Obama.
Okay, I think that's enough wine for you.
Mitt Romney is saying exactly the opposite of what he's been saying for the past 6 months.
For the past 6 months I've been saying I want to help middle-class Americans find jobs, and that's what I'm saying today. America does best when the middle class is doing well.
No. That's my message. That's what I've been saying. Are you trying to copy me?
Wait, Governor. Did you pick up the blue folder from the green room? That's Obama's campaign script.
Whoops.
Moving along. Let's discuss something a little less incendiary, shall we? How about the issue of gay marriage? That's been a pretty big issue this year. As you may recall, in May this year, President Obama said he supported the right of gay couples to get married. How has reaction been since that announcement?
We received a lot of support. I think it was important for me to make that statement. To recognize that all Americans are equal. All deserving of equal rights under the law.
What impact do you think it's had on your bid for re-election? Have you seen new support or increased activity from opponents?
I think there has been a jump in support. A lot of people have been waiting years for the government to come on board with this. I meet people every day who are affected by it.
So, Governor Romney, I take it you have a different position on gay marriage.
Yes, I believe that marriage is a union between a man and women.
Would you do anything as president to redefine the law relating to marriage?
Nope. I think things are pretty good the way they are right now.
Previously you've stated your intention to pass a constitutional amendment defining marriage as a union between a man and a woman. Have you changed your position on that?
Why would I say that? The law already defines marriage as between a man and a woman.
Well, it's generally agreed that if the Supreme Court reviews the Defense of Marriage Act, they might conclude it's unconstitutional and overturn it.
We'll see how things go. I believe that marriage is a union between a man and women. That has always been my position and it always will be my position.
Right. Michelle Bachmann. Do you support gay marriage?
God, no. Homosexuality is a disease.
Would you seek to redefine the law relating to marriage?
Here's my position. I love sinners, but hate the sin. Homosexuals are sinners. They need help. As president, I will make sure homosexuals get the treatment they need. It may be necessary to pass an amendment to protect marriage, but it's my hope that once they get treatment, the demand for gay marriage will disappear and we won't have this issue.
As you may have heard, California recently passed a law banning so-called conversion therapy for gay teenagers. If other states follow suit, wouldn't that affect your plans?
Not at all. I'll just overturn those bans.
Coming up after the break, we'll have music from country music star Martina McBride and the final part of our debate. Stay tuned, folks. We're back. Coming up in a few minutes, Martina McBride will be performing her new song. First, let's wrap up this presidential abortion
Debate.
Sorry. Did I say something else? I thought for the final few minutes we could move on to a lighter topic and get to know the candidates a little more personally, put the politics aside, so to speak. Governor Romney, one of the things that came out during the primaries was that you once tied your dog to the roof of your car. What's the story behind that?
Well, yes, I did tie my dog to the roof of my car, but only so Obama wouldn't eat it.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's okay. When I lived in Indonesia, it was common for us to eat dog meat.
Did that seem unusual to you at the time?
Well, the only reason I ate dog is so that Romney wouldn't tie it to the roof of his car.
What was it like for you though, growing up in Indonesia?
It was different. I got to experience another culture, but the differences aren't as significant as you might think.
That's a Muslim country, right?
Yes. I actually attended a Catholic school for the first 3 years, so I wasn't as ingrained as it might have been otherwise. It was only the last year I attended public school.
Did you attend public school, Mitt?
Actually, I did. Up until 7th grade. Then I transferred to Cranbrook.
Oh yes. Then you started cutting off people's hair.
So I've heard. I don't personally recall any incidents of that nature.
Other people seem to remember.
Look, we all engage in a few harmless pranks in high school.
You don't have any regrets about those days?
None that I can think of.
Well, that brings us to the end of this presidential debate. I'd like to thank you all for taking part today. I hope you all had fun tonight.
Not really.
I had fun.
Stay tuned for music from Martina McBride after the break. Please give a round of applause for Barack Obama, Mitt Romney, and Michelle Bachmann. We'll be back shortly. Don't go away.